You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
And we're joined in the studio with Renato and David. They're going to be telling us all about the Associated Sheppey Bikers this evening. Firstly, welcome along to the show and thank you very much for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel.
Now, I was wondering, perhaps you could tell us a little bit about the club firstly.
Yeah, OK. First of all, this is our 15th year anniversary. We started in 1997 when a few friends and neighbours got together for a trip up to the bike show at the NEC Birmingham, and that's when the idea was born. There's still about 5 original members that are still active within the club, and to begin with we were nomads for quite a while with no permanent base until one of our members, Trevor Lazelle, invited us to Lazelle's, where we've been now for many years. Trevor is still a member of the club and also is a perfect host. We like to call ourselves an association rather than a club, mainly because we didn't want rules or regulations. We just wanted to be a sort of a coming and going of bike-minded people.
Now, do you need a particular bike to be a member of the club?
Well, no, not really. There is absolutely no snowboard at all. Any make, any age, any condition, it really doesn't matter. We have a sort of mixture of bike, from scooter to mopeds, from cruiser up to tourist bike, sports bike, all sort and type of bikes. Size that go from 50cc, that is my son who is a scooter, up to I think 1700 is the biggest one we go now. So in the end of the day, don't be afraid. If you go in motorbike, any motorbike, you're more than welcome to pop around Friday night down the Laser Club. We meet there 8 o'clock.
David, how many members are there in the club?
At the present time, we've got about 30 members. The membership fluctuates quite a lot. I mean, at the present time, it's affected quite greatly by the unemployment conditions, locally. We have had over 70 members at some times. Again, we have all shapes and sizes of members, just like the bikes, from 16-year-olds, who are learning to ride their bikes, to pensionable rockers, male and female.
So how often do you meet up at the club?
Well, Daniel, we meet every Friday, like David said, and usually we meet about every Friday down at Lazel. I remember it's down to at the bottom, the Broadway.
Yep. In
Minster, just in the back of the motel. From there, we organize ride out for the weekends, and sometime midweek on the Wednesday evening, try put a few bikes together and go around. And top of that, on the Friday night is just for general socialize. So, I would like to say, is a club, is a family-orientated club. So, most of us, they come down with maybe with a son, someone with grandchild, or with a wife or girlfriend. So, bring around the family. If you want to bring around, have a good night and a laugh together.
Where do you ride them?
Well, we do a lot of ride-outs, mostly in the summer. We go to places of interests, like, vehicle shows, air shows, castles, festivals, seaside venues, etc. We also attend a lot of local shows, such as the BMF, the SVEC, and the Minster Fair that we went to last year. We've been invited back this year, which is on the 1st of September. We also took part in the official opening of the Millennium Way in Sheerness, and the official opening of the Sheppey Crossing. So we're very island orientated. We've also done quite a few European trips. We've been to Italy 3 times, where we're fortunate enough to stay in Renato's holiday villa. We've done one trip through Poland where we ended up at Gdansk, and then we went on to the Russian border. We didn't actually go through it. It's a bit too complicated to go through it.
Right.
We've done several day trips to France, and we did the 8 countries in 8 days trip, which encompassed England, France, Belgium, Liechtenstein, Germany, Luxembourg, Switzerland and Italy. We do a lot of... we also do the bank holiday rides, which are usually to Brighton and Hastings. And this year, so far, there's a group of us going into Germany to stay along the Rhine and visit places like the Black Forest. We're doing that in July. We also, at the end of the summer, or towards the end of the summer, have an annual ride down to Greatstones, where we have a beach barbecue, which is usually well attended, and we have a lot of fun.
Now, I understand you also do some charity runs as well.
Oh, yes, indeed. In fact, we try to support most of our local care homes on the island, and at Easter, at Christmas, every year. And I'm not sure how long we have been doing it, but it's about 10-12 years now. We deliver Easter eggs, Christmas stockings, advent calendar, perfume, some sort of little present. And but of course, it's only as much as we can afford, and maybe the recession, and also how local, how generous a local donation has been. This year, I have to say thank you to Mr. Rotary Club. They made a fantastic donation to us, which will enable us to finance the charity runs for a good while. We also try to raise money by doing bus stops, our meetings, and some sort of lotteries. If you let me spend a word, just say thank you to John, as our charity coordinator, and most of our members that really they put bigger effort in to keep this sort of tradition keep going.
Before you go, I was just wondering if you could give us any useful contact details where listeners can find out more about you.
Yeah, okay. Probably the best contact can be made with us on any Friday night down at Lascelles, along the end of the Broadway there. We are on Facebook as Associated Sheppey Bikers. We've got a couple of email addresses which can be used to contact us. The first one being Renato Magri, that's RENATO MAGRI @hotmail.com, and the second is Richard 318 @btinternet.com. As I say, probably the best place to contact us is to come down and meet us on a Friday night, any Friday night, down at Lascelles.
Renato and David, I'd like to thank you very much for coming along this evening and telling us all about the Associated Sheppey Bikers.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dan.